Hi! This week we're going to be doing smoothies as our recipe demo for the class. And one of the benefits, wonderful benefits, of doing your own homemade meals is that often you have food prep before the food prep. So I'm going to introduce you to the two sweeteners that we're going to use in the recipe, medjool dates and bananas. These are natural, whole foods, and they're a wonderful alternative to sugars. A lot of recipes you can use dates dry just like this. You just take the pit out and use them in the recipe. But this recipe asks for them to be soaked ahead of time. Kirst, do you mind cutting them for me? So when you get medjool dates, you can often get them pitted, but the ones that are pitted usually have sulfites added. You also pay a little extra for the fact that they're pitted. The Israel medjool dates have the pits in them, so you don't want to put those in the blender. They're very hard, so you just cut them and measure out how many you need and use them in your recipe. But what I like to do at the beginning of the week is add them to a jar like this, fill the jar with water, and then they're ready for my smoothies all week long. There you go. Put that in. Okay, do you want to go fill that with water?
Sure.
Okay. So, once they've been sitting in your fridge, you can see the water turns a dark brown, and the dates get all plump and juicy, and so they blend much easier. So once a week, pick the dates, put them in your jar, fill it all the way up, put some water in, and put them in the fridge, and they'll be ready to go. The second thing that we're going to look at is bananas. Now bananas, you can sit them on your counter when they're nice and fresh, ready to go. You can have them as snacks, you can use them in recipes, you can even use them in your smoothie just as they are. I like my smoothies to be really cold and creamy, so I like to peel them as soon as they start to get brown and spotted, so you know they're nice and sweet. I like to peel them and put them in a Ziploc bag. I'll let you start doing that. So you put them in the Ziploc bag, and then they're sitting in your freezer. You grab one for a smoothie, or if you're making a recipe that calls for mashed bananas, you can just grab them out that way. And I always insist that they get peeled first before they go in the freezer, because they are such a pain to peel after. And if they freeze together, you just give them a good knock on the side of your counter, and they usually break apart really well. If you only need half a banana, they're usually pretty easy to cut or break apart to get half. Thanks, and I hope you enjoyed the shake recipe this week.